Okay, so here's a problem that came across my desk. How do we factor x squared minus 9? So let's now talk about the second type of factoring. This is also very important. It's called a difference of two squares. So first we have to be able to identify that. First of all, does it have two terms? Yes. Is the first term a perfect square? Yes, anything squared is a perfect square. Is the last term a perfect square? Just looking at the 9. Yes, it is. 3 squared is 9. Is the sign in the middle a minus sign? Yes. So that's a difference. Subtraction is called difference, a difference of two squares. And so if we talk about the square root of the first term, which is just x, and the square root of the last term, which is 3, ignoring the sign, this is going to factor into something very important, very powerful that we use for some other very important things called conjugates. Conjugates. Now, in this context, conjugates are two binomial factors. The first term of each conjugate this time is going to be x, because x times x is how you make x squared. And the last term of each conjugate is going to be basically 3, because 3 times 3 is how you get 9. And so this is the part that makes them conjugates, as opposed to just being the same exact binomial twice. One of them is plus and one of them is minus. That's what conjugates are. Two binomials where one of them is plus and one of them is minus. They're almost identical, but not quite. And that's it. And you could check this by multiplying, distributing, FOIL, if you like to call it that. X times x is x squared. 3 times positive 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. The outside product, negative 3x, and the inside product, positive 3x, are opposites, and so they cancel out, which is why this has no middle term, no linear term. And that's going to be very important for other things that we're going to do in the future. Now, since that's pretty much super quick, let's go ahead and do another one right quick. This is, again, a difference of two squares, and so it is going to factor into conjugates. What's the square root of 4t squared? 2t. 2t. What's the square root of 16v squared? 4v. 4v. And one is plus and one is minus, and that's all there is to it. So we have learned how to factor a difference of two squares into its conjugates. If you have a math problem that you would like me to demonstrate, put it in the comments and I will. Hope that helps.